the tripod. Hey guys! Hello! I am not used to streaming on a landscape phone, but hello! Thank you for joining. Still setting everything up here at the moment. Please bear with me. Thanks for joining, guys. I've never done YouTube Live before, so let me know if you can. I don't know if I can read your comments while I'm doing this. Sorry, I'm fixing this tripod. One moment. Hold on. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So excited to be, okay, I think this works. So excited to be partnering with American Cancer Society and doing this live stream today. And I hope you guys are excited to make some sopa de fideo, but my version of it, which should be hopefully delicious. Sorry, this is being a bit finicky, guys. Okay. All right. So I just want to start off by saying thank you for joining. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Thanks for joining. Okay, cool. So I can see your messages. That is awesome. And for anybody who donates, for the first 15 people, we'll be giving out a cookbook, which is this cookbook. It's an American Cancer Society cookbook, and you'll also be getting a box of chocolates. Anybody who donates $100 after the first 15, you guys will be getting chocolates still. All right, okay, let's set you up here. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. All right, okay. Let us start. Sorry for the slow start. Hello. Okay, you guys are awesome. So right now we have all our mise en place set up. Dan actually helped me prep almost everything, so thank you to Dan. Hi in France, that's amazing. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Happy Giving Tuesday. This is a global day where we give back as a world united, and I know that we're all going through this pandemic together, so the fact that we can come together and give on this day really means a lot. And hey Toronto, Houston, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I've teamed up with the American Cancer Society, and if you guys checked out my highlights, actually I should rewind a little bit. For those of you who don't know me, my name is June Kwan. I am the founder of Stir and Style, which is my food blog that I started about 5.5 years ago. I am also the co-owner of 4 restaurant concepts, Junbi, Shrimp Daddy, Chichidango, and Wing Chicks. Right now, it's been a tough time for everybody with the pandemic. We have shut down our stores for now and are waiting for us to safely reopen. So we're working on a lot of ways to be very safe and hygienic and follow all the new protocols. So that's what we are up to. My husband Dan, he is, we've been married for a year and a half now, and we also have a personal training company together called Transform Fitness, and we work together at the restaurants and Certain Style. So we are a couple that's together 24/7, which I would not have any other way. And yeah, okay, we love food, and we are here today to cook and raise money for the fight against cancer. So let's go. The first step is to make our base. So I have tomatoes and onions roasting in the oven right now. Let me grab the blender. Okay, the blender is here. I'm gonna put the tomatoes, onions inside this blender, and then we're gonna blend it up and then strain it. So I'll be right back. There we go. You can roast this directly on the stove top. We did it in the so we have it in the blender. I'll bring you guys over to my blender right here. Dan's watching me from over there. Okay, so I'm just blending it until it's smooth. And then we're gonna see, someone says hi. ACS actually says hi. Says hi. They say, we love your wife. Love you guys. Okay, we're blending until smooth. Also, as a note, if you guys are tuned in on YouTube and you'd like to make a donation, you guys can do so. There's a link in the caption. And you guys can donate directly through there. And just so you know, 100% of proceeds are going to be going to, sorry, I'm trying to fix this, are going to be going to American Cancer Society directly. So you guys can rest assured knowing that it is going completely to an amazing cause. All right, we have blended, it is pureed. I actually am just gonna put this into, at first I was gonna strain it, but I feel like the pulpiness of it will have a good texture to it. So now we're gonna head over to the stove where we will make the soup base. And, okay, this is my favorite Dutch oven. My mom has one of these as well, so we both use ours. Put it on here. Let's bring you guys with me to this side. All right. Okay, can you guys see? It's okay? Kind of? All right, so first we're gonna start off with putting oil in here. I'm making sopa de fideo for Cinco de Mayo, but I'm making it Asian, which I've never done before. But you guys, if you guys know me, you know that I love, love, love noodles. So let's start it off. We got extra virgin olive oil. And I have shiitake mushrooms. These are wood ear mushrooms, if you guys have seen this before. And then these are mini king mushrooms. We're gonna fry that up. I'm actually gonna put, I forgot to pulverize this in my mix, so I will do that. Garlic, don't forget garlic. So right here I have 2 tomatoes, half an onion, and then 3 cloves of garlic. Let's mash that up. I hope you guys are having a good Cinco de Mayo. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, mushrooms are in. Mixing it around. Guys, so today our goal for donations is 10,000, and I know that sounds like a crazy amount, but I feel like I was nervous to do this today because I didn't know if I've never done a charity stream before, and I really wanted to do what I could to help out, but was nervous that, you know, maybe people wouldn't come or donate. And so I just want to say thank you for just even being here right now. I really appreciate that. And just like anything we can give to donate is so appreciated. Like, it doesn't need to be a huge amount. It doesn't need to be that $100 with the book. Like, just anything that you feel moved to donate, we would appreciate so much, because the fight against cancer is really something that is ongoing, and that it's something that, party foul, my dog's gonna eat it. She ate it. It's something that my family has been touched by, and so I really just want to try to do what I can. And if that means that whatever donations we can get today, I just really feel like it would make a difference regardless of how much. So I just appreciate you guys being here in the first place. So thank you. Okay, let's turn on some more light. Okay, so my dog ate the mushroom. It's okay. All right, we're cooking the mushrooms. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. It's kind of hard to multitask is what I'm realizing. Like I want to talk more about the American Cancer Society, but I'm also like, I might be burning my food. Okay, so I added more oil. I'm gonna add, so this is an Asian element. These are Thai chilies, super duper spicy. Like if you just take like a little tiny bite, it's like super spicy. So we're only using 2 here. I'm gonna put it into the pot. Mix it around. It already smells really good. These mushrooms smell so good. Let's see. Now I'm gonna add the soup base. Hi Daniel, thank you so much for donating. Daniel, really appreciate it. I just want to say like thank you so much. It really means so much to us just to have you here and to give back. And also I want to say a thank you to Janice because she had donated $100 like even before this live stream started. So thank you so much. That's so generous of you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be putting this tomato, 2 tomatoes, half onion, 3 garlic cloves into the pot. It's on medium heat right now. All right, we'll let that, I'm putting it on medium low. It smells so good already with the tomatoes. The roasted tomatoes. I think that's key, roasting them first. All right, now I'm going to add 6 cups of water. You guys can, let me unplug my phone here. Carrie, thank you for donating $20 in loving memory of your brother, Sean. Thank you so much. It means so much to us. Really appreciate that, Carrie. Thank you, thank you. This is awesome, guys. I really feel like we're doing something special and important together. And I know Cinco de Mayo is a day that people celebrate and have fun and eat good food and drink good drinks, but I just feel like we're doing something extra special here today. So I feel like coming together, it's just really fulfilling to me, being able to give back with you guys. So, okay, water going here. I'm gonna do, let's see, 6 cups. Okay, we're at 4 cups. We're gonna do 6 cups of water. And usually, sopa de fideo is made with chicken broth, but I'm gonna be doing it, this is actually going to be a vegan version. So, I'm not gonna have any meat, and I'm not gonna have any, like, no cream or anything. Not that it usually has cream. Okay, so we have water. Here, I just use this because, you know, we'll just save some dishwashing for Dan later. Okay. So we filled our pot. I'll have you guys look into the pot, actually. Pam, thank you for donating $50. Really appreciate your kind words and for your support. Thank you so much, Pam. Yay! You guys, this is making me, like, my heart feels so warm. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is what it looks like at its current state. Now, I'm going to add something which is what my mom has used like my whole life. $20, Maya, thank you so much. Thank you, Maya. I really appreciate your donation and really excited for you to try this recipe as well. Thank you, Maya. All right, okay. Okay, so this next piece is an Asian element. So we're going like Mexican, Asian, Mexican, Asian. And it's funny because I swear Dan is like honorary Mexican because his favorite food is Mexican food. And he'll always choose like a quesadilla or a burrito before any Asian food, to be honest. So this is a mushroom seasoning. It's an all-natural dried mushroom seasoning that my mom uses for broth base sometimes, and also to season vegetables. So in here, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of this stuff. A little goes a long way for this. And it has that deep umami flavor, which is something that I love. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon. Becca, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you so much. It really means so much to us. So thank you, Becca. I really appreciate that, and we all do. I think that it's the fight against cancer is something that I feel like if you haven't been touched by cancer personally, it's something that feels far away. But I think especially during this time when this global pandemic is happening, you know, cancer isn't on hold or cancer doesn't stop. And so the fact that we can donate any amount just means so much, because there's a lot of things that the American Cancer Society is doing to help their community. They have this hotline that's going 24/7. They also have these hope lodges that they used to have cancer patients stay at when they were going through different treatments in different locations. But because of the pandemic, they've had to, they don't allow the same services as before where cancer patients can stay there, but they are housing healthcare workers, which I think is so cool, because healthcare workers are honestly like the heroes of our day and always. So healthcare workers are really sacrificing their lives and everything that they have to take care of us. So, oh, thanks, Maya. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here to be a part of this day. Really appreciate that. Okay, I am sweating because it is hot today. I am stirring this. Next, okay, I'm gonna bring this up to more of a boil. Oh, I want to show you guys these chilies. These are the chilies. It's crazy spicy. All right.
Your parents are watching.
My parents are watching? Dan just said my parents are watching. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hi. So, a little background on, well, actually, let me put this in first. So I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, another Asian element to this. Actually, let's do half a tablespoon. I don't like my food too salty. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of sesame oil, another half tablespoon. That is another Asian element. I will be adding some cilantro later, Mexican element. Okay, smell. Okay, delicious so far. Okay, so as I was saying, oh yes, so I want to talk a little bit about my personal connection with cancer. My dad, who apparently is watching, hi Dad, is his mom, my grandmother. She passed away from pancreatic cancer, and I was about 10 years old at the time that it happened, and I was old enough to understand like what was happening, but I remember when my parents told me about, you know, what was happening. They said that Ying Ying is what we call her in Chinese. They said that Ying Ying is sick, and then like I knew that it was something more serious than just like she has a flu, you know, the way that they were telling me, and I hadn't really experienced death in my life from somebody close to me at that point. And so it was something that I was like, I thought about it a lot, but I wasn't trying to think back on the emotions that I had. Like I felt like it was something that we didn't have control over. And I remember you know, there was a lot of doctor's appointments and a lot of Western medicine, but then like Eastern medicine as well with like herbal medicine. I remember my parents going to pick up all these herbs all the time for her. Watching her fight cancer was on one side of things, it was really tough and really painful, but on the other side, I saw so much strength and so much hope. It was actually on her deathbed on the day that she passed away that she accepted the Lord and became a Christian, and I think that really, thank you, Sonia. Oh, I'm so happy your dad is a survivor. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, so I think it kind of like springboarded my mom's faith, my faith, and it's just kind of been like oops, sorry, that paused for a second. It's just kind of been like a journey since then. And another example of it touching my family is that my aunt, Jesus and Stephanie, thank you so much for donating. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another person in my family that has had cancer is my aunt, which is also my dad's sister. And so their mom passed of pancreatic cancer, but she actually had ovarian cancer before my grandmother passed. And it's crazy because she's a survivor. Thanks, Crystal and Matthew. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Really appreciate you guys donating. You guys warm my heart. I really appreciate that. All of you guys. Yeah, so my aunt, she's a survivor of ovarian cancer, and she's actually like such a warrior. She now has 2 beautiful girls, and one of them is actually, are they both in high school now? Almost, yeah. Elise and Justine, and just like the fact that she survived ovarian cancer and then has 2 beautiful daughters is just like crazy. And so it just shows so much strength, and for all cancer survivors, that there's so much strength in the fight, and to be a part of that fight is an honor. So I just want to say, like, thank you for being here, and I hope that you guys know that we really are making a difference, no matter how big or small, and it just every step, and even just like knowledge and awareness is making a difference. Okay, I totally forgot that I was cooking, so maybe we should do that. Okay, so here's the soup so far. We're mixing. Oh, I should now make another Asian element. We are going to make noodles. So sopa de fideo is usually made with pasta, and then like it's like broken up into like 2-inch pieces. But if you guys know me, I love to slurp my pasta and noodles. So we're gonna use fresh Asian noodles instead of pasta, and we're not gonna, usually it's cooked like at the bottom of the pot so it's browned, but we're gonna just boil the noodles and then put it in as if it was like a noodle soup. So let's go. I'm gonna grab the noodles. 1 second. Okay. Oh my gosh, we just got an anonymous donation of $100 that said, "Sorry for my loss for my ging." Thank you so much. I wish that I had a name to thank you by, but I'm like almost speechless. The generosity of an anonymous donation, that I really, really appreciate that, and almost have no words to say thank you. So I just want you to know that I appreciate you so much, and so does my family when you talk about my yin yang, and I just want you to know, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your $100 is going straight into the hands of American Cancer Society, and they're gonna do amazing things with it, so thank you. And Blythe, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate it so much. You are awesome. You really are, doing your part and giving back to the fight. So thank you so much, Blythe. Thank you. On Cinco de Mayo, people are usually drinking tequila and margaritas, but I'm just like downing water because it's 90 degrees. Oh, okay. All right, so these are the noodles that I use. I am sorry that I don't have the packaging anymore. This is the noodle. It's a fresh noodle, so they're super yummy and they have a great texture to them. And these actually last for a while in the fridge, so I like to buy them. I bought them at an Asian market called H Mart, and it's a cool place it's a Korean market. It's a cool place to get all the things that you need. So let's wait for this water to boil. While we're waiting for the water to boil, let me see. I have some notes here. Let me see if I can tell you guys more about how your donation will be helping. So, there's something called the Cancer Survivors Network, and it provides a safe online connection to find others with similar experiences and interests with discussion boards and chat rooms. So I think a big part of fighting not only a disease, but just working towards a goal of healing, or whatever goal you might have, is to have a community. And so being a part of that community and finding like-minded people, finding people who are going through the same thing as you, who have been through the same thing as you, who might know people who are going through it, is something that's so important in any journey. And to have that support system and that core group, I think, is very helpful. So the American Cancer Society has this network called Cancer Survivors Network, and I think, like, I personally haven't experienced cancer in my own life and body, and that's something that I feel very blessed for. But if I were to think that I had, I would feel alone, thinking that nobody else in my life would really understand except those people who have gone through it. So having a network like that would really change my perspective and give me more strength. So I think that that's an awesome part of it. Marie, $100. Thank you so much. Thank you for your donation. I really, really appreciate that, Marie. You will be getting one of these and a box of chocolates, and you can make these cool recipes at home. And I want you guys, this cookbook is, oh my God, my mom and dad just donated $500. Mom, Dad, that's like gonna make me want to cry. Why am I crying? Dad's laughing at me. I like literally.
It's onions.
It's onions. There's so many onions. Okay. Okay, you guys, all your donations are like touching my heart, and the fact that my parents are watching and supporting and a part of this means a lot to me. So thank you, all of you. Let me just try to hold back these tears. Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for always supporting me in everything I do. Yeah, and teaching me what it means to be a person for others and to want to give to others and think of others before myself. That's something that I get from, okay, stop crying. That's something that I get from, I'm inspired by my parents to do those things and to live my life in that way. And so, yes, thank you. I did not think that I was going to be crying today, but so thank you, Mom and Dad. Okay, see, I keep forgetting I'm cooking. Okay, I'm cooking. We're cooking, guys. All right, the water is boiling for the noodles, so we're gonna put this handful of noodles in. Velma, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. I appreciate that. We all do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today. Okay. Thanks, Velma. All right, noodles. going in into the pot. There we go. So because they are fresh noodles, it takes like 4 minutes to cook, super quick. We're almost getting ready to eat, guys. Almost time. Let me put you here, actually. Okay. Noodles. Noodles. You guys can't really see. All right. So 3 minutes, 5:31. We're cooking them. I love these noodles because they have this amazing texture and they're so quick to cook. Usually dried spaghetti takes like 11 minutes, but this is so fast. Okay, let's try the soup. Oh, I wanted to add another Mexican element, cilantro. Some people hate cilantro. Aw, thanks Mom and Dad. That's so sweet. Okay. Before I start crying again, let's add the cilantro. Okay, cilantro's in here, and I'm also saving some cilantro to garnish. What now? Okay, let me taste this soup to see what's happening here. Sorry, my Asian soup spoons. Mmm. So good. Wow, it has like it's like a tomato-based soup, but then it has that umami flavor of the mushroom and then also like the sesame oil. So it's like a great combination of both, and I'm excited for that cilantro to meld in there more. Okay, these noodles are getting wild. So be careful when you cook these noodles because if your water stays on high, it will overflow. And we need a colander. This is, you guys are following me everywhere today. Okay, all right. Oh, and you know whose birthday it is today? It's a very special boy's birthday today. I'll show you who. He is a very special boy. Whose birthday? It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Chase. That's Chase. It's his birthday today. He's 9 years old. And then we got Faith and Duke over here. Happy birthday, Chase. Chase is the newest addition to our family, and he's like a bundle of joy. And it's nice to have a big dog around because the other ones are medium-sized, but it's cool to have Chase around. He's actually Dan's dog since he was a puppy, but now he lives with us, and he's amazing. And now we have 3 fur babies. Okay, noodles. Noodles. Okay, I'll just bring you guys with me. I'm gonna put them in the colander. Oh, I also want to show you guys. This is another mom trick that she taught me. This pot, my pots and pans don't have handles, which makes it super easy to stack when I put it in the cabinet. So it comes with a removable handle, which I think is so cool. So you just clip it on and you can bring it wherever you need to go. I'm gonna go here for a second. Okay, the noodles have been, I rinse them with water to get off all the starch. And then, hold on. Then I put it in my bowl. Whoa. Here they are. Am I missing anything, Dan? Dan is a excellent chef.
Yeah, it's cilantro.
Cilantro. Yeah, I put cilantro.
Pepper, paprika.
Pepper. I didn't put the paprika. Let's put salt and pepper in here. Actually, no salt. It was salty enough with the mushroom seasoning. Pepper. guys can try this recipe at home at some point. All right, so I am now going to, okay, tortillas. I feel like we need at least one tortilla because it is Taco Tuesday. And although we're not really making tacos, we're gonna put it straight on the stove. Oh, I should get I like to do this because it gives it a good smoky char. You just gotta make sure your stovetop is clean. Which ours is because Dan is Tidy Man Dan and he is very, very clean, which I appreciate. Okay. So you wait till it gets charred a bit on the edges and in the middle it starts to bubble a tiny bit. I would love to learn how to make fresh tortillas. That would be so cool. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your donation. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I almost burned this tortilla. Thank you, Sean. Okay, so we have the tortilla. You see how it's all crispy out? Okay. Now we have our noodles. And then Becky. Becky, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Thanks, Becky. Green onions. Okay. If you guys have seen my stories on Instagram, I've been growing vegetables without any soil. And so these are green onions, and I just put them on my table. It's just in water. All I did was, you know when you cut the end of your... Thanks, Emily. I really appreciate that. Thank you. You know when you cut your green onions and then you usually throw away the bottom parts? Well, I put them into a little jar and then they like start growing again. So you can repurpose your green onions, which is really cool. And then eventually, if you want to, you can plant this in your garden or in soil so that they have more flavor. Because although it does grow, to be honest, they don't taste as fragrant as a normal green onion because it's literally grown from water. Another trick my mom has taught me is to use scissors to cut the green onions. So we're just gonna do that right now because, well, you guys can't see it either way actually. Okay, let me cut these. She actually just cuts it directly onto the food. Okay, I'm going to pour the soup onto the noodles. Come with me. Oh, oh. Thank you. Thanks, babe. Dan is the best.
I'm forever your sous chef.
Thanks, babe. Forever my sous chef is what you said. So we have a big ladle. We got our soup going. I'm gonna show you guys. So we're gonna pour, oh my gosh. It's like hot soup on a 90-degree day, and I'm already sweating, but it's okay. And then another scoop. All right. And we're gonna garnish it with, hold on. Hot. Okay, I'm gonna actually sit on this side now. So we can, there's a lot happening. Actually, hold on guys, sorry. I'm gonna move this so that, okay, there we go. Dan is literally a champ. He's like behind the scenes. Let's just have him say hi because, don't be shy.
Hi guys.
That's my husband.
Hello guys. Thank you so much for donating.
Yeah, it's just like, it's so cool. It's super cool. Sorry for the mess behind us. We weren't expecting to show this side of the house. Do we have the other tripod? Thanks, babe. Oh yeah, cool. I actually have to switch this because I want you guys to see. I want to hang out with you while I'm eating this and taste testing it. So I'm gonna switch this around. Thank you guys for bearing with me with this. There's a lot of firsts today. First charity stream, first YouTube live, first Tiltify anything. But it's been a pleasure working with American Cancer Society because they seriously have they've gone above and beyond with everything to help make this process seamless and easy, and made sure that I was comfortable knowing it was my first time doing this. And I just want to say thank you to Katie and Maya and your whole team. Really appreciate it. I had the pleasure of emceeing the California Spirit, which was a benefit last year, and it was this beautiful event, and there was a lot of money raised to fight cancer, and so it was really cool to be part of that, and there was a lot of food vendors there. It was super cool. All right, but here we are. I wish that you guys could see like the whole situation. It's kind of tough with this landscape view. Anyways, more cilantro. More cilantro. Dan, can I have your phone to take a picture? Mm-hmm. Thanks, Emily. Of course, I always have to take a picture of my food. And then we got lime, because always with Mexican food, lime is the key to all things. Actually, though, in Vietnamese food, there's a lot of fresh veggies and lime, very similar to Mexican food, which is probably why Dan loves it so much. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Can I have a napkin too? I'm a hot mess today, guys. Like, hot mess. Thank you. Okay, let me take a picture of this, guys. I want you to see it. So, Mexican sopa de fideo, but using Asian noodles and Asian flavors for part of it. Okay, is it time to eat, guys? Let me move you back. Ah! Of course. Okay, my shirt ate first. It's okay. Yeah, it's time to eat. Okay, it is time. We are gonna try it out. Let's try the broth first. It has the perfect amount of kick to it. It has like a little bit of tang from the tomato, and then it has that rich umami from the mushroom, and then it has the citrusy notes from the lime. Wow. I think we just made something that I'm probably gonna eat often. So good. Wow. Vanguard just donated $400. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Vanguards. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I'm sorry, there's like cilantro in my teeth, but I want to say thank you to Vanguards. That is such a generous donation to go to the fight against cancer, and it's amazing. Thank you. And Dan, not you, there's another Dan. Dan, thank you so much for your donation of $100. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your message as well. You guys are really, I honestly didn't know what to expect today in this live stream, because it's something I hadn't done before, and it was something that I really wanted to help make an impact, and I was nervous that I wouldn't be able to do that. And the fact that you guys are here and donating money and just making this experience so fun and fulfilling, I just want to say thank you. I really, really, really appreciate it. And That really comes from the bottom of my heart, honestly. So I wish I could share these noodles with you right now, but I guess you'll have to just try to make it at home, and then I'll eat it now and tell you what it tastes like. I love these noodles. It has the perfect texture. So this is a wood ear mushroom. I grew up eating these. I don't know if you guys know what it is or if you've tried it before, but they have like a crunchy texture. It's a sort of mushroom. Shiitake mushrooms are always delicious. They have the best texture. I really love the lime in this. In a lot of Asian noodle dishes, there's often vinegar. If you guys watch my stories, and you know that I love this red vinegar in my noodles, but this is like the Mexican twist to it, where instead of vinegar, you're using lime, and it has that same effect of like that tangy, sharp taste, which is really good. I am a fan of that. And I also love cilantro. Like, the more cilantro, the better. Let me see if I can add any notes from what your donations are going to. We have about 10 more minutes left as we eat noodles. Dan and I just actually ate a big old lunch before this, but there's always room for noodles. Let's see. Thanks for being patient, guys. Okay, so another, what is it? Like, service of the American Cancer Society is called TLC, and your donations will be going towards TLC, which is tender loving care, helping women with appearance-related side effects, like finding affordable wigs, hats, scarves, mastectomy items, and then they receive them by mail. So especially right now, where a lot of people can't go anywhere to buy anything, especially if you are a cancer patient and of course, your immunity is vulnerable and you don't want to put yourself at risk. They can send it through mail, which is really cool. And so I love that, because no matter what you're going through, being able to feel good about yourself, and whether it's feeling good about yourself starts from the inside, but if you can feel good about yourself starting from the outside, especially when you're going through treatments like chemo, I mean, I think that it's just like all around such an uplifting thing. So I love that. And of course, your donations will be going to research. Life-saving research continues through 749 active research grants totaling $420 million. That's crazy. It's so cool to see, like, I mean, that's like a huge number, like so much money going towards so much good. And your donations will also be going toward advocacy, to lobby for legislation to support cancer patients and their families, including looking out for unique needs during this COVID-19 pandemic that we are all going through right now. I also talked briefly earlier about Hope Lodge, and I think that that's super cool. Healthcare workers right now are just doing so much for the people around them and sacrificing time with their own families, sacrificing their own health to be there for others, that I think it's so important for us to put healthcare workers first. And American Cancer Society is repurposing their Hope Lodges to house frontline healthcare workers, because a lot of times they can't be at home with their families because they don't want to infect them. They don't want to put their families at risk. Say they're living with someone who is older, or like people who are younger, or have pre-existing conditions. So I think that that's really important. And a 24/7 helpline. I think during this time, since a lot of elective surgeries and a lot of just elective medical visits are being like put aside because things that you think that could be put off till later are. But when it comes to cancer, like cancer is not going to stop because there's a global pandemic. And so I think that people who are fighting cancer right now and the families of people who are fighting cancer, it's so admirable to see you guys in that fight regardless of the situation around you, because your strength can't stop. Your strength can't stop when no matter what's going on around you. And so I think what you guys are doing is amazing. And the fact that there can be a 24/7 helpline for people who are, you know, it says that currently 80% of the calls are regarding COVID-19, and the cancer information specialists are available day and night to provide accurate, up-to-date information and valuable resources. So having someone that you can call to help you and to answer your questions is super valuable. Usually when you're like eating with somebody, you usually take a bite when the other person's talking. But then right now, since I'm the only one talking, when I'm taking a bite, it feels like it's like awkward silence. But I hope you guys, maybe you can just talk back to me while I eat this. The noodles do soak up the broth a lot, which makes it delicious, but then I feel like you need extra extra broth. Give you guys this time. Well, yeah, sorry about the mess behind us. That's just real life. What else? I hope you guys are having a good Cinco de Mayo and that you guys are celebrating in some way. And if you're celebrating with me, I appreciate that. And I hope that you guys are being safe and healthy. And one thing I do want to talk about is that in the midst of all this darkness and craziness around us right now, I want everyone to remember that there's still so much to be grateful for, and that even the little things like being able to spend more time with family, or being able to slow down a little bit and not spend time commuting, and being able to work from home, it's those things that I think are so important. Oops, my phone is low on battery. It's those things that I think are so important that we need to remember, and that we need to learn real lessons when this is over. That I think it would be a shame if we go back to normal life and we don't learn something that's worth taking out of this. And so I think one thing that I appreciate in this whole situation is I think that my eyes have been opened up to nature more, because we usually go to the gym instead of running outside, but now we're running outside almost every day. And the fact that we can do that and like breathe fresh air, and just the fact that we're able to move our bodies makes me so grateful that we're able to get from point A to point B using just our bodies. And a lot of people are not able to do that. And so it's those little things that I feel really grateful for. It's your turn to talk when I take a bite. I could eat this whole bowl right now, but then it would just be silence for the next 5 minutes. I'll take another bite. I also love these mushrooms. They're mini king mushrooms, yeah. They kind of have the texture of like a chicken thigh, so I'm not missing meat in this at all. And Dan and I, actually starting last December, started to eat more vegetables. We're not plant-based or vegan or anything, but we do eat more vegetables now. Before, oh, I didn't eat my tortilla. Before, I'm gonna dip it in the soup. My parents will tell you, I didn't eat that many vegetables at all, and Dan and I didn't eat that many vegetables together, and I kind of had a lot of stomach problems. But now I feel much better. We eat more veggies. We do eat meat still, but we definitely incorporate a lot more veggies and we feel a lot healthier, which I think is important to keeping a healthy body and to maintain balance in your life. All right, let's see. Okay, guys, we have a few minutes left. How's my inside garden going? This takes so much for granted. I appreciate this. Yes, exactly, Emily. Exactly. Like just the simple things like the sun shining on your skin and being able to take a moment out of the day and just appreciate that. ACS asked about my garden. This is what's left of my garden, the green onions. I'm actually gonna start planting stuff outside soon. But I feel like it's so cool because especially when we're not able to go to the grocery store as often as we want to, Dan and I go for ourselves every 2 weeks, and we go for our neighbors, and we go for our neighbors every single week, and then we go for his parents about once every 2 weeks as well. And the fact that we're able to grow stuff at home makes it so that we don't have to always buy fresh produce when we go out. And one last thing before we leave, I want you guys to check in on the elders in your lives, maybe someone who's more vulnerable, someone who could need your help. I think as young, able people, it's easy to forget how hard it might be for other people to do things that are easy for us. So for example, we have elderly neighbors and we go to the grocery store for them. And I think that just doing that gesture is so helpful to them that they don't have to worry about their next trip to the market, being exposed, having to put on a mask, having to, carry their groceries. So even if you could reach out to your family or anybody in just a small way, just, you don't have to go get groceries for them, but just, can you, just something, maybe just ask them how you could help them and how you could help make their life easier. Because I think that that's what, our purpose on this earth is to be people for others and to give more than we receive. So I think especially during this time, it's easy to be focused on how you can take care of yourself and take care of the needs of the people that are closest to you. But what about those people who aren't as close to you but could still use your help? So just remember that if you could for me. Along with you guys just being here is just amazing. So I just want to say thank you. We're going to wrap up now. Yeah, we have 1 minute. I just want to say thank you for being here and thank you for dedicating this hour to hanging out with me and to watch me cook this dish that I've never cooked before, and to donate money and to be so generous in your offerings and service and giving, and know that it's going to a great cause, and that it will be making a difference in someone's life. And especially in a time like this, to come together and to give, and on Giving Tuesday, I just want to say thank you. So I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna finish this bowl of noodles, and I'll check in with you guys soon. And make sure you tag me at Stern Style if you guys try the recipe, and let me know. Thank you, Katie and Maya. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Lala. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Chat soon. Have a great Cinco de Mayo, and happy giving today. So thank you again. It's so appreciated. My heart feels so warm, and I'm so excited to help the American Cancer Society and that we could give back together. Thanks, Becca. Thanks, guys. Bye, everybody. See ya. Thanks.